Welcome to Tuesday. It is the day of the week that we are going to do some training. And today, by popular request, we are going to go over 90-day slay. Yes, the 90-day slay. Maybe some of you have heard of this before. Maybe you haven't. But either way, this is a good thing to implement into your business if you are looking to grow, if you're looking to promote, if you're looking to earn that incentive. Hello. Anybody else want to go to Cabo or take a Caribbean cruise? I do, please. So I am in full incentive mode. And when I am in incentive mode, I'm really trying to focus on my personal sales. I am trying to focus on promoting, because I only have one more opportunity, y'all, to promote. And that's to SSD. So for those of you who are essential, who are certified, who are lead, who are star, right? You guys have so many opportunities to definitely earn this incentive, because look at the points that you get when you promote, right? For this incentive. Phenomenal. So if nothing else, you can at least earn level 1, which will be paid registration to SFR in Charlotte, North Carolina, no less, in July of 2023. And if you missed last year at Salt Lake City, I'm just going to tell you right now, you do not want to miss an SFR. So if you can get it paid for, then oh my goodness, right? That's even better. The second level of that incentive is to earn the trip for one. And that is all inclusive. That includes your airfare. That includes, now, if you're choosing like the cruise, then the food and everything's already included in all that. But if you're choosing any of the other trips, New York or Canada, right? You can actually, they will give you money per day. So a per diem for food and things like that. Did I say airfare? Airfare, hotel, accommodate, literally everything is taken care of. You do not have to even open your checkbook unless you want to buy something fun at a store or a gift shop or whatever, right? So the incentive is there. The question comes is, how do you want it? Do you really want it? Do you just kind of want it? I really want it. I need a vacation, and I would much rather have a vacation that is paid for. That's right, I would. So being in incentive mode means that I'm doing all the things. I am working. And let's not forget, this is an amazing season. You guys have already put out the top producers for this week. Oh my gosh, y'all are killing it. This is fantastic. Look at what your paycheck has the possibility of being on October 10th. Look at that. Look at what the possibility could be for you. And again, I know I talked about this yesterday when I was going over, basically, what to expect for the week. But look at it this way. We only have a few more paychecks until the holidays. Does anybody want Christmas shopping taken care of? Okay. So 90-day slay. This is why I wanted to not only do this on the Tuesday training, but it is the perfect timing for it. So I realized that if I have done a 90-day slay, then I worked it in somewhere a long time ago, because I looked back through my own YouTube videos, could not find one. So this is it. Here we are. This is where we're at. All right. So again, if you've never heard of 90-day slay, it's literally something to create habits for yourself in your business. I have changed it up just a little, not a lot. I've of course put my own spin on it, because I myself have used the 90-day slay to get to where I needed to be. Specifically when I hit director and I was really trying to maintain director numbers, when I was working on hitting director, right? All those things that got me to where I am today. I will tell you that I did this version of 90-day slay, and I can tell you from my own experience, it works. And the thing is when you start to do this, it becomes a habit. And so creating those habits in your business, oh my gosh, that is the priceless piece of all of this, right? Because being able to create habits that you can take on that will become atomic habits, meaning they're just going to be habits that you just do in your business without maybe even realizing you're doing the things, right? Because they're just habits at that point. They're just things that you do. That this is just how I work my business, right? That's what it becomes. So this is a great kickoff to that. Now, I am going to share, of course, my template. So I'm going to share that with you guys so you have that so you can print it out. If you're digital, all you have to do is just download it. But are you ready for the 90-day slay? All right, so what 90-day slay is this is giving you tasks to do every single day for 90 days. That's it. That's it. So this is what the document looks like, okay? So I'm going to be going over this. Like I said, I am sharing it out, and when it goes on YouTube, it will be in the description. The link will be there. So that will be there. You'll also be able to find it if you follow me on Instagram. If you click on the link in my bio, it will be in there under freebies, okay? So that's where it will live forevermore. So it will be there for everybody. For here in the group, of course, you guys are going to have access to it. All right, so 90-day slay. It says at the top, complete these tasks every day for 90 days to see results in your business and in you. And this is what's very important about the 90-day slay. I recently did the 75 hard challenge. I only made it to day 35 because I had a pain flare and I couldn't do a day. And they say if you stop the chain, right, you got to start back over at day 1. So I was like, oh, all right, I'm going to have to restart. So I will be doing it again. But I have kept some habits just in those 35 days that I did the 75 hard. A lot of those habits I'm still doing. One of those happens to be drinking a gallon of water a day. This is where I'm at. This is a half-gallon jug, okay? A half-gallon. I don't really pay attention to the times on there. I just make sure I drink 2 a day. That's really the goal. Some nights, yeah, you'll find me chugging my water, like just literally chugging it just to get it in. But that is one of the habits that I took away. Just after 35 days, this became a habit of just drinking the water. That's huge because for someone like me, I was not when I did drink water, I know this is going to sound weird, but I mean, I'm me. I'm an open book. I would get heartburn when I would drink just regular water. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's wrong, but it would give me heartburn. So I would either add either lemon slices or lemon juice into the water to give it a little bit of flavor. I was also using the Mio, like little drink flavors, right? Because there's 0 sugar, 0 calories, and it also included a little bit of energy, though I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it doesn't compare to like an energy drink, but whatever. I still bought into it. And so I would flavor my water, and that's how I would get my water in. But this particular 75 hard challenge was you can't add anything to your water. And I was like, oh, as soon as I heard that, I was like, well, then I'm out. There's no way, because I don't want to have heartburn every single day, all day long. That's awful. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. But here we are. I did it. I pushed myself to do it. And I will tell you that I was a little bit uncomfortable, like maybe those first 4 or 5 days. I did have some heartburn. It wasn't awful, but I did have some. But now I drink water every single day. I don't get any heartburn. None. Maybe my body was just finally like, hello, Jacqui, it's about time you started feeding me the proper things. I don't know. But you see what happens when you put things in motion and you do things on a consistent basis, time and time again, it just becomes automatic. Every night before I go to bed, I refill my water. I put it in the fridge so that way when I wake up in the morning, it's ice cold, it's ready to go. And that's how I do it. And now it's just become a thing. So even though I only did it a little bit, I still took a lot away, right? That's doing good for me. Now, I want you guys to really focus, when you're focusing on your business, I want you to really focus on, yes, doing these tasks that we're about to go over, but I also want you to really look at it as yourself as well. There's a lot of personal development and personal growth that comes from doing these types of challenges, right? This 90-day slay or the 75 hard, right? It literally is a mindset change. And when you change your mindset, you will be astonished at the things that you are able to actually accomplish that maybe you really never knew that you could accomplish. Like I said, I never would have been like, oh yeah, I'll be the person who drinks a gallon of water a day. Nope, never would have thought it. But here I am, drinking a gallon of water a day. Now it's like no skin off my back. I don't even think about it. I just do it. So there's that, right? Look at 90-day slay in the same way. All right, so these are things that we're going to do every single day for 90 days. So you can restart this whenever you want. I'm going to leave the rules up to you. So as I said, with like the 75-day hard challenge, right? The rule was, or the understanding of the program when you start it, is if you miss a day, you start back over at day one. If you want to do that, apply that same logic here to 90-day slay, then so be it. If not, and you just want to say, no, I'm going to skip a day, but I'm just going to continue on, then do it that way, right? Modify it to yourself. But I really do encourage you to try and stick to this for a straight 90 days. Really, really give it your all, give it your effort, because in the end, you are going to see results. You will see results. All right, so complete these tasks every day for 90 days to see the results in you and your business, all right? And so I know this is backwards. I apologize. The first things that you're going to do every single day, the first things on the checklist are 10 minutes of personal development. 10 minutes of personal development. That can be watching a 10-minute long training on YouTube or the workstation. Okay, go there, look for it. Or here in this group, go back and watch a training, or pick up a book. Maybe you're a book person, right? I am. Pick up one of those great books, and then give yourself 10 minutes, right? Set a timer for 10 minutes reading that book, or 10 minutes of a podcast, 10 minutes of, I don't know, joining one of the trainings during the week. Like, I was trying to think of another example. I don't really know what another example is. Either way, 10 minutes of personal development, whatever that might look like for you, or work into your day. For me, a lot of times I just default to videos because I'm a visual person. That's just how I like to learn. So I do have other groups that I am in, like the fall, it's fall y'all. It's fall y'all group. There is the United We Rise group. There's, of course, the Thursday night shift group. Y'all know how much I adore those ladies, but I'm on those anyway every single week. But like the United We Rise, those groups, I may not catch all the lives that happen in there. And so, yeah, those are the days when I need personal development to do that piece of my day. That's usually what I default to, is something there, right? So look at your resources, look at what you have, and fill that in. The second thing that you're going to do every single day is you're going to log your daily numbers. Log your daily numbers. I have been doing this for many years and logging my numbers. I had heard it, I don't even know from who, a leader of some sort, or I watched a training of getting into the habit of logging my numbers. So every single day in my planner, I write down my PRV, my TWV, my GWV. Now, if you're not a director or above, then TWV and GWV are going to be the same. Okay, so maybe you don't have to write down both, just write down one. Okay, write down how many active frontline I have every single day. I also write down if I've personally enrolled any new consultants. So a personally enrolled consultant. I also will write down, I'm trying to think of the picture in my head. So it's PRV, TWV, GWV, active frontline, personally enrolled consultants, how many people are in my team. So the number of people in my team, how many active frontline I have, and then finally, how many first generation directors do I have? Because as a star director, that's one of the ways for me to get paid a title, right? So wherever you're at in your journey, fill that out. But that is one thing that I will tell you, I really didn't see what the benefit was of writing those things down. Now I can, because I've been doing it for so many years. that I can literally pull up any of my planners. Now, obviously, I'm digital, so I can just pull those up easily. Before that, I had hard planners, right? Paper planners. They were written in there. So if I wanted to go back to 2018 and be like, okay, on this day, on September 13th in 2018, where was I at? I can look at my comparison and see where was I at on that specific day in my business. Now, maybe it looks amazing, right? And it was a huge number, and I can look back and go, okay, what was I doing at that time frame that I was able to have those numbers? So for me, it's more of like the analytical side of it, right? It's looking at the data behind it. Same thing with your bar report. If you guys are not familiar with the bar report, I will be doing a training on that coming up. I think in October is when I have it planned out, in October. And the bar report is something that is specific to you, and we'll get into that. I'm not going to get into that on this video, but that will be a great resource to do that as well. But tracking those numbers is not only going to help to see where you're at every single day in your business, but again, it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey that's going to become a habit. And then that way you will just be connected to your business every single day. It's a touch point, really is what it is. The third thing you're going to do every single day, check your news tab in your workstation. That's right. You're going to log into your workstation. You're going to check on that news tab. I don't care if it's midnight and you're checking it out. That's fine, right? But check it out. That is just looking at that first page of the news tab in the workstation is going to tell you, right? What do we have coming? What just changed? What's coming up, right? All of those things are there. So you need to be making that a habit. After that, it goes down into follow-up, okay? On the follow-up piece. So every day, remember, these are things we're doing every day. You're going to check on hosts for any party events that you have going, okay? So if you've got a Facebook party, if you're doing an in-home party, if you're like me and you're doing more of the scrolling parties or a texting party, right? Those are the people you're checking in with. So I like to check in with my hosts. I usually will give them an update. Here's where you are in your party, or you had a new order today. Congratulations. Or, you know, it's getting closer to your party ending. So what can we do? Who have you not reached out to, right? It's literally just a check-in, right? Now, I also don't want you to be like on top of your host either. Nobody wants somebody like looking over their shoulder all day long, every single day, right? So kind of get familiar with your hosts if you're not already. So that may look like just checking the party itself in your workstation, right? What's happening in the party, who has ordered. Maybe that means reaching out to those people who have already ordered in the party and saying, hey, thanks so much for ordering off of Kimberly's party. I'm so excited. She's really working to earn some free and half price Scentsy. Thank you so much for your support, right? It's something like that. Either way, it's just checking into that party or any parties you have going. The next thing you're going to do when it comes to follow up every day is you're going to follow up with 5 customers. 5 customers. And how I have put it is recently or not recent, okay? Because you may have, once you start doing this, right, on a regular basis, on an everyday thing for 90 days, right, you're going to get to the point to where you're like, okay, I've already talked to all my recent people who have ordered, right? I don't care if you jump back to 2 years ago and look at your customers 2 years ago. Those are customers you might be able to re-engage and bring them back into your circle, right? Maybe they just got busy or they got distracted by something else and they stopped purchasing Scentsy. And now you're like, hey, oh my gosh, it's the fall season. Are you ready for your house to smell that way? Here's the new scents that we've got going, and here's my top 6 scent pack that I would recommend right now. Those are customers who may turn around and be like, oh yeah, oh look, and they've got a whole new catalog, right? Re-engaging with those past customers, going to serve you well. So every day you're going to have 5 follow-ups. 5 follow-ups. Sounds like a lot, but really, these are the things that are going to get you to where you need to be. The next thing under follow-ups is write 1 note card to mail or do a text or a message because, again, I like to keep it open. I have certain customers who I communicate via text with. I still also like to send them a handwritten note every so often, but so it just kind of depends. So I've left that open to just say hello. And I specifically put on here, no selling. You are not selling when you are doing this on your follow-up in this 90-day program, okay? The reason is because we are building relationships at this stage. You're following up with customers, right? That's following up. Hey, is it ready for a wax refill? Or if it's been a while, right? We just went over that. But when you are sending either a handwritten note or you're just sending a text, use Snapchat. You guys know that I love using Snapchat, using a fun filter and sending a quick 10-second video to them via text, hey, just checking in. I saw the kids went back to school. Woo, right, party. So whatever it looks like, but no selling. That is strictly to build a relationship. That's the purpose of that follow-up piece. All right, so after you've done the follow-up, then you're going to have 5 join conversations every single day. Again, the conversations can look like however you want. Text, it could be a phone call, it could be a Facebook message, it could be, chatting in your VIP group about it. I don't care, but have 5. Have 5 every single day. 5. Okay. And then this gives you a space to actually write them down so that way you can follow back up. Okay. All right. We know. Okay. And then next, we're going to have 5 booking conversations. 5 booking conversations every single day, right? So that is, hey, Kelly, you ordered from me this time last year. I have a wonderful new scrolling party right now that I've been using that my hosts are loving. I would love to set this up for you. It's really easy. I just send you a link and then you can use that link and send it out. Would you be interested in doing that to earn some free and half price Scentsy? That's a booking conversation right there. Okay. I can text that. I can email that. I can message it on Facebook. I can send it in a direct message on Instagram, whatever, right? I don't care what it looks like. Just have the conversations. 5 a day. 5 a day. Okay. Again, you're going to write. It gives you space to write down the names. So again, you can follow up, okay? And it also, for me, it helps me know who I actually talk to that each day too. So that's very helpful to me. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. So we are going to post on Facebook. So I want you to post 3 times a day on Facebook. You can do this in a variety of ways. If you are somebody who needs to schedule your posts, okay. If you use a program like ScentShare or Visly, then that's really easy to do. That will help you to get all of that done without really spending a whole lot of time. We like that. If not, on Facebook, in groups, you have the ability to schedule posts. So in your VIP group, on your business page, those places, schedule those posts out at the beginning of the week. That way you don't have to think about it, right? So you know you already have posts going. And then you can actually find different ways to add new posts each day, right? Maybe it is you changing the wax. Maybe it's you putting new oil in the diffuser. Maybe it's sharing a tip. It's Tuesday. So for a lot of consultants, they will use this as Tip Tuesday, right? And they'll share a fun tip about Scentsy or how black raspberry vanilla, there's something magical in it because it will help clean the oil that has kind of stuck on the bottom of your dishes. It's amazing, right? That's a really great Tip Tuesday. So something fun like that on Facebook that you can share about your business. But I did put some notes on here to kind of get you thinking about it, right? Be authentically you. Be authentically you. I know it's really easy to copy and paste other people's content or copy, right? Whatever they're writing. While, yes, if you are not a super creative person, you're like, I struggle with that part, then by all means, take pieces of it. But I don't want you copying word for word. Because it tends to not sound like yourself at the end of the day. It really tends to not even sound like you. And I want you to come off authentically to your customers, because when you do it that way, that's when they are more likely to stick like glue to you. Okay. So that's the main difference. So be authentically you. Some ideas, a motivational quote, product love, right? Again, sharing wax, or this is my favorite scent right now. Your family, your kids, or your pets. Scentsy life. What are you doing in your work, right? We always want to be showing pieces of how we're working our business. Engagement. So maybe doing an engagement post like, hey, who's already seen the Pinocchio movie on Disney Plus? Comment below, what was your favorite part, right? That's a great engagement post to really just get people engaging and talking with you on social media. Food, fitness, your hobbies, right? So whatever those might be, that's a really great way to incorporate yourself into your social media. Do you follow me? Okay. Then we're going to post on Instagram 3 times. We're going to do the same thing over there. Now, y'all know Instagram is my jam. That's where I live 9 times out of 10 during the day. I use Facebook because that's where my team members are. That's where my group is. That's where a lot of the programs are happening, right? I think y'all know that I'm not just a huge Facebook fan. But if Facebook and Instagram are not on your radar, then fill in the blank with what is. Maybe you love TikTok. Maybe it's Facebook and TikTok. So feel free to change that out as needed, right? Make it personal to yourself. Just do it. This is the main message I'm getting across. So again, you're going to do 3 posts on Instagram. Now with Instagram, you have a little bit more freedom. You could create a reel, right? You could do things in your stories, which you could do on Facebook too. And you can also create reels on Facebook as well. So that could be one of your post options also, right? Okay, think about those things. Or it can be a picture, or it can be, you know, whatever it is. So some of the examples that I've put for the Facebook portion of this are, again, be authentically you. Okay, that just goes without saying now. Some ideas, behind the scenes posts, right? How are you working your business? What does it look like behind the scenes, right? What does it look like? A funny or a meme. I'm sure you can find some. A day in the life. What does a day in the life of you look like, right? It can be a quick snapshot of that. It could be maybe you taking little pieces and doing like short little doing short little video records of like you pouring your coffee in the morning, and then you check on or get the kids on the bus and you took a little quick video of the bus, right? Or whatever. And you compilate all of those, and then that becomes a day. This is what a day in my life looks like, right? Some people people on social media like to see what that looks like. People are interested in that. That's why we have social media. They want to know what you do. So share those things with them. I'm not saying go out there and share the private moments or the TMI, but do you if that's what you got to do, but whatever. So a day in the life, the best part of your day. I love doing those posts. Because it really encourages a lot of positivity. It encourages people to really think about themselves too. What was their best part of their day? Changing your wax, using products. Those are kind of a given, but of course I've added those in there. All right, so now that we've done those things, okay, now we're going to get social. We're going to send birthday posts or messages on Facebook. So this one may be something that you are already doing, or maybe you're not. I don't know. But if you're not, then this is a really great way to, again, build relationships. And they can be with fellow consultants. It can be with, building those networking relationships. It could be with your customers, potential customers, people who've never been a customer, right? But they're on your friends list on Facebook. Facebook does a really great job at showing you whose birthday is today, right? So just go to that tab and then you can just send a little note, right? Wishing you the happiest of all birthdays, right? Just something quick and easy. But it's, again, just another way to create relationships. Then next is engage with comments on your posts. So I didn't really put on here Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. You fill in the blank as that fits, right? You're going to be doing this every day. So maybe you're like, okay, on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I'm going to engage with Facebook posts. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll go back and look at Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, right? Fill in the blank, whatever it is. But you just want to engage with those comments. Again, the algorithms, that's how the algorithms are built. I know we don't like the A word, but that is what it is. Okay, that's our reality. But that's also going to help you show up in their feeds and build relationships. Okay, I think I've said that enough. And then I have comment on 10 friends' posts. 10 friends. And I want these to be real genuine connections, right? So 10 really genuine friends, right? Again, they could be fellow consultants that you just know, or that you want to get to know better or build that networking relationship with. It maybe it's people from, you know, we all have the people that we went to high school with, right? Whatever, you know, just look on their pages, pull it up, look at a couple of their posts and make a comment, but do that on 10 different people. Okay. It doesn't even have to be Scentsy related. Again, this is getting you into the habit of building relationships on social media. And in the world that we're in, I mean, if you're not a social media person, if you want to be good in this business, that's just a piece that you're going to have to start to embrace. And doing this program is going to help you do that. It's going to work it into your daily habits going forward. Now we have some daily to-dos, okay? So daily to-dos, you're going to check your to-do list for today. And we're going to talk about that in the next piece, because the next piece is write your top 3 to-dos for tomorrow. Now, I am a list person. I'm a planner. I'm a whatever you want to call it. But if you're a Post-it note person, it can be on Post-it notes. I want you to write down every day the top 3 things that you want to accomplish. Okay? Now, what you're going to do, because you're going to create a habit of doing this, that's why I put on there, check your to-do list for today. That's like day 1, right? So you'd figure out your top 3 things that you're going to do for the day. And then at the end of the day, you're going to write down the top 3 things that you want to get done tomorrow. And I'm one of those people too, right? Where sometimes I didn't get to all the things I wanted to get to, or something came up, or I wasn't feeling well, or we ended up going out to dinner and I just ran out of time, whatever, right? But so maybe I take some of the things that I didn't get to today and I add them to tomorrow's to-do list. That's how I stay on track with my business. So it's just, yet again, another good habit to get yourself into. So that's what you're going to do every day, is you're going to look at that to-do list, see what you did, see what you didn't do, because that will happen. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to write your list for tomorrow. And then you're going to work on those 3 things for tomorrow. The other part that I have on here is daily reflection. Write down your win of the day. This is something that, again, when I put up here, you know, see the results in your business and in you. Having a time to do like a daily reflection, it is part of that changing of the mindset. Remember how I said we have to change our mindset in order to grow. This is part of that, because when you start looking for the win of your day or the best part of your day, or if you've ever, I used to do this when the kids were younger, is we would do our rose question at the dinner table. What was your rose? What was your thorn, right? What was the best part of your day? What was the thing that kind of sucked today for you, right? And it's really just looking for that. And I used to do that with the kids, and maybe I should get back into the habit of doing the rose and the thorn. But I do still ask Madison every single day, what was the best part of your day? What was the best part of your day? Because it's really changing the mindset of, for you, and if you're asking other people, but this is more for you, right? It's making you really look for the good in your day. Now, if you've ever heard of like having the blinders on, right, and having a scotoma, I can't remember what the word is. Scotoma, I don't know. Anyway, it's a thing. I don't know. It was a college class I took. Where you only focus on certain things, right? So if you're only focusing on the things you didn't do, or the negative pieces, or, you know, my party flopped today, or, oh, I had those 10 pre-orders for Hocus Pocus and none of them paid their invoice. So I didn't get any of the Hocus Pocus sales, right? Okay. Taking out the negative parts and looking for the good. It's looking for the good. That is going to help you change your mindset, because as your mindset grows into that growth mindset, you're going to automatically start, your brain will, it's a scientific thing here, people. Your brain will automatically start thinking in that positive mindset, it's already going to start learning, okay, I want to remember to look for what good is happening in my day today. So I need to like put a bookmark on this moment. You know, I went and went to Starbucks or went to Dutch Brothers and the person in front of me paid for my order. Oh my gosh, that is my win for the day, right? Something like that. Or I got my to-do list done today. There's some days when it is simple as that, right? For me, where I'm just like, you know what? It was a crazy day, but I got my 3 to-dos in for the day. That's my win, okay? Whatever it looks like. Some days may look better than others, but it's helping you change your mindset into what you're looking for. And then the last thing that I have on here is I did put a QR code down there. This is, this actually, it just is, to my YouTube page. So if you are to my YouTube channel. So if you're looking for trainings, especially when you start, you know, wanting to do that 10 minutes of personal development, right? Maybe that looks like watching 10 minutes of a video, right? So I put that down there. So that would be a really great reference. But of course you can, you know, just use YouTube in general, use Facebook groups in general, whatever it is. But it was just there to help with resources. So that is your 90-day slay. Now, some of you may be sitting here going, oh my goodness, Jacqui, this is going to take me a minute, right? Like this is going to take me, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, here's the thing. Break it down into smaller chunks, okay? For years after I would get off of work at the cubicle job, right? I would come home, cook dinner and do everything, and I'd have maybe 20, 30 minutes to get some stuff done. Okay. Well, I had to learn how to work smarter, not harder. I had to learn how to schedule posts. I was using Scentsy. I was using Facebook itself to just schedule the posts out for me. Right. So I was getting that done. I would do the same thing with Instagram. I had a program that I used for a long while when I was working because I still wanted to be consistent on social media because that's where my business ran. And so I did use a program called Planoly. Planoly. It is a paid program, but for me in that season, when I didn't literally have the time to do it, it was worth it for me, okay, to have that program. So you don't have to have a program, but I'm just saying there are ways that you can do that. Having the 5 join conversations and having the 5 booking conversations every single day, that may sound really daunting. You're like, how in the world am I going to do this? Well, here's the thing, y'all. You can use boards. Okay. Boards is free and you can create templates of how you are having that join conversation, things that you like to say. Same thing with the booking conversation. And then all you have to do is then pull up people in your phone, and all you have to do is click on boards. When you're on your phone, you click on that alternative keyboard. It will pull up your boards. You copy and paste that template. Boom, boom, you're done. 5 seconds is what it took you, okay? Having systems in place is going to make these tasks super quick, okay? So even though it may sound like, oh my gosh, that's a whole page full of stuff I got to do every day. Not if you're working smarter, not harder. You can get all of this done. I can get all of this done in 30 minutes every single day. 30 minutes, I can get it done. And part of that is that 10 minutes of personal development. Not gonna lie, I still do it to this day. I did it last night, as a matter of fact. When I was cooking dinner, I also had my iPad, or well, I could have had my phone, but it was on the charger. But I have my iPad up, just sitting on the counter with a video playing of a training. That's 10 minutes, right? It may not be me focused sitting down like, I'm going to watch this training. No, it's listening to it, right? Turn on a podcast. Turn on, if you follow different people for motivational, Mel Robbins has a great podcast, right? There's a lot of great things out there, but it doesn't have to be, okay, I need 10 minutes, right? It can be when you're in the car. It can be when you're cooking dinner, right? All of those things, you can fit it in. Work smarter, not harder. You guys, don't make this harder than it needs to be. So all of these things can be done in 30 minutes or less if you have those systems in place. If you don't already have systems in place, then this is a good time to really look at what systems are going to work best for me, so I can really commit to this and get this done. Because let me tell you, When you do this, first of all, if you do this for 90 days, I can guarantee you, you will at least promote to at least one level. I guarantee you, because doing all of these things are the things that you need to be rinsing and repeating every single month in your business to have a business. You have to work like a business to have a business. You have to act like a boss to be a boss, right? We have to be doing these things. That whole I'm going to post and pray method, we know that doesn't work. We have to build relationships on top of what we're doing. And so in order to do that, we have to have a roadmap. We have to have a way to do that. So that is what the 90-day slay is. So if you are committed and you are ready to start, I would highly encourage you to start today, start tomorrow, whatever, right? If you're not quite ready and you're like, okay, that's a lot, I need to get some systems in place, then by all means, then that needs to be part of your, this is my to-do for today, right? Every day you're going to write your 3 top things that you want to get done in that day. And maybe one of those each day is I'm going to work on boards because I want to work that into my business, or project broadcast, whatever it is that is going to help you to do these things. Then that's what you need to start working on. And then once you get that in place, once those systems are set up, then by all means, you're ready to just jump right into 90-day slay. And you're going to do those 90 days and you're going to come out of it with more customers. You're going to come out of it with more team members. You're going to come out of it with maybe, probably, more than likely, a promotion. Because by doing all of these things, it's just natural that these things are going to happen. Because these are the ways that we build our business. Myself as a leader, been doing this over 10 years. I still use this list. I don't stop working. Remember, I have one more promotion to earn. And you can bet your bottom dollar, I'm earning it, okay? I'm getting there. I'm going to get there. And one way that is going to get me there is to stick to my 90-day slay. So consider Jacqui's 90-day slay starting today, people, today. All right? I'm going to do it in motion. I'm going to track it, all the things. So you with me? You want to do it with me? Okay, wonderful. Let's do it. And if you are newer, and again, some of these things may seem out of your comfort zone right now, or you don't know where to start, that's okay. Print this out or save it to your phone or computer, whatever, and at least start looking at it. Start looking at it. And again, it's starting to, you want to have a business income, you got to work it like a business, right? So you have to start programming your brain to say, okay, I need to start figuring out, okay, Robin Hatfield, for example, she does really, really well because her youngest has a nap from like 1 to 3 every single day. And so she knows from 1 to 3, that is her key business time, right? She knows. And so she makes sure that she keeps a list every single day of the things she's going to work on during those hours when the baby's sleeping. You can do it in that way as well, right? Work your business into what works for you in your life. That may look like, okay, Jacqui, well, I've got like 10 minutes in the morning that I can spare. I usually have about an hour lunch break from a job or whatever, right? And then I might have like 30 minutes in the evening. Awesome. So take this list and go, okay, in the mornings, I'm going to do these. In the afternoon, I'm going to quickly do my posts on Facebook and on Instagram. And then at night, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write down, I'm going to check on my to-dos. I'm going to write my list for tomorrow, and I'm going to write down my win for the day, right? Boom, you got it done. You got it done. So I don't care where you're at in your business, you can do this. You can do this. And there are resources that we have out the wazoo of how to create the systems that are going to work. So use those systems. Figure out the ones that are going to work for you, that you know are going to work for you, right? And a lot of that, you've heard me talk about this before, right? Of dating an app. Think of it as dating a system. Maybe you try Project Broadcast, and after 30 days, you're like, yeah, no, that's not working for me. That's fine. Move on to a different thing. Try boards, right? It's free. I love it. I incorporate it into my business every single day. It's part of just how I run my business now. There's all of those different ways to be able to build those systems in place. So that is your 90-day slay. That will give you, I mean, I can't say guaranteed because, I mean, nothing in life is really guaranteed, right? Except death and taxes. But I can guarantee you, from me to you, if you are consistent with doing this, you are going to see a huge difference in your business, and you will be in a different spot in your business in the next 90 days. I promise you that. Because your mindset is going to then change. It's going to be thinking differently. It's going to really absorb the things you're doing. Like I said, I only did 35 days of 75 hard, and I'm still drinking a gallon of water a day. You're going to get to that point during this time period that you're going to be like, yeah, I got this in the bag. I can do this in my sleep now. You will. Even if you didn't think that you could, you will. So I'm going to share this. You guys will have this copy. I'm excited to see those of you who are going to put this into action. So if you're going to put this into action, drop it down below and let me know. I want to hear. I want to be able to cheer you on. I want to be able to help and be a resource to you as you're going through this. Because will there be growing pains? Probably. Probably. Or you're going to have days where you're like, I just don't feel like doing it. Okay. That's fine. You don't necessarily have to start back over on day one. Pick it up the next day. And you're just going to add another day to get to 90 days of actually working it, right? So do what works for you. Figure out the processes and the systems that work for you best and the way that your life is and the time that you have in your day, and then move forward. Are you ready for this? I think you are. Even if you think you might not be, I think you are. So I'm going to encourage you to take the next step. The link is down below in the description for you to grab this document. Make it yours, make it your own, and start putting these things in practice because you can do this. As always, peace, love, happiness. Bye.